Here's this next patient, and you'll see she also has a similar abnormal bowel gas region. Now, she's not bent off to the side. I'm actually having to support her during the x-ray. And this is how she's presenting. When we look at the side view of her neck, you can see there's a loss of curve and forward head carriage. When we look at her low back, there is some compression of the disc down there. And this is mainly not an antalgic lean, but we can't get her legs to stand straight. Now, she does have some upper motor neuron lesion, microcephaly. Certain aspects of the brain weren't formed correctly. But again, what's her potential? It's 100%.
When I first came, I was expecting because she has a terrible muscle spasticity. She already broke a few of those headrests from her chair. So we had to be tightening.
She broke from the
spasticity. It's so hard, the footrest and the headrest, the pressure that she put on. She broke a few of those.
Wow.
And now the one that she has in her chair was, I had that made for her, especially for her, based on her stroller, because she was sticking her head in between the gap that was between the back rest and the head rest, and also breaking every year. We have to always be replacing and tightening on the daily basis. And I was expecting to reduce that muscle spasticity, and it's noticeable. Definitely, it's noticeable, and even it's noticeable how happy, relaxed she is on the table. It's amazing. She wouldn't do that.
She was never relaxed, laying down.
No, not at all. Well, she's more calm, more alert. And the thing is, on the weekend, the problem is Friday, Saturday, and Sundays, she missed Dr. Bergman. We have a serious problem with that. We have to play the video so she can hear his voice. Yeah.
I know she's laughing a lot more. Okay. Okay, my dear. So I'm going to show you how to adjust her. And you're going to see there is an increased tone. And it's, remember, through proprioception, movement, we get the brain to develop new neuronal connections. So, at 10 cycles a second, and I'm palpating the Achilles tendon. When that tendon starts to relax, and you'll also see her arms start to relax and change in tone. After doing this, the hands will start to change, wrist, and it corresponds with the tones of the Achilles tendon. When it starts to relax a bit, that's when she starts to have a bit more calming. And you'll see the vibration goes all the way through her body, but also we're stimulating joint mechanoreceptors, we're stimulating everything to get her brain more aware of its surroundings. Now, it'd be nice if her head was in the middle, but she always likes to turn her head and play. And what do demanding girls get? Anything they want, so I gotta listen to her. So now I'm doing an axial traction, which is going for symmetry of the firing of the muscles. Since she used to have an extreme spastic seizures, to the extreme where she would break the wheelchair, it's kind of impressive to see her relax in this fashion now, because she's not throwing her body around. And I know, plus it feels better. So now I'll distract until I get an equal firing of those. Now, since we want her to get more aware of her surroundings, I'm going to also laterally flex her body in order, and again, think of all the sensory input to her brain. Since her body isn't used to moving in this fashion, we're changing those joint mechanoreceptors and literally changing how the brain views the body. And I'll do that until we get symmetry of firing. Now Now, since she's been in a hyperexcited state, stimulating the parasympathetic is going to be a good idea. Also, so that means we're going to do a sacral adjustment, which is very, very simple. And you'll see there's almost no rotation. And she's going, oh, no, don't eat the hair for lunch. That felt good.
For her to be lying down the way she is, that was like, it wouldn't happen before. You wouldn't see her like lie on her belly, on her back, like the way she is lying down. It was impossible. It wouldn't happen. It's like, it's a miracle.
And think
The
of
way
this,
she's
this,
relaxed.
This is the cool stuff. You can see a little bit of the spastic seizure there. But now, watch. What we're going to do is, again, get some neurotransmitters firing on. Now, I don't know if you can tell, but she's actually giggling. Because think of that. If you've been trapped, and you'll see how the arms too, they're no longer in a flexed posture. So this is not any drug. This is using movement and proprioception to allow her brain to get new connections and new cells. I know. Okay, now, with the loss of curve in her neck, I'm applying a little bit of pressure on her occiput. Just a little bit of pressure there, dear. And all I'm doing is lifting up on the occiput just with about 2 to 3 pounds of pressure. Waiting for the seizure to pass just a little bit. And then we're going to get in and adjust that C5, C6 area. So very easy. And she's going to go, hey, that felt kind of good. I know. Just a little bit, just a little bit. I know. I'm digging you too, dear. You're good. So now we can start getting the cross crawl exercises that we've always wanted to do. So now, one side up, one side down. And the reason we clear the connection with the brain to the body, that adjustment of the neck and everything else, before we do the cross crawl exercises, is because we want a lot of stimulus going up to that brain. And the more information that goes up, the more the brain becomes aware of the environment. Okay, now, it's interesting. The first, beautiful. Yeah, the first couple of days we couldn't even do that. Okay, now, since we've done cross crawl exercise, move the legs. Now, we're gonna, I know. This is her favorite part. Ugh. But it's where the butt goes higher than the head. So now we're stimulating the semicircular canals. And she has been wanting to do this all day. In fact, she gets kind of pissed off when I put her in the chair because I can only do it for a little bit. Yeah, you try and curl a 17-year-old. I know, but also think of what this does proprioceptively. I'm grabbing her sacrum, torquing her while we're inverting her. I mean, the information going up the brain is tremendous, tremendous. Okay, my dear, you did good. Say bye. Bye.